Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend.
I love that intro. It's so fitting. Are you ready for another prison call? Just kidding, just kidding. We're going to get into Gypsy's comment section on the first video that she posted after the prison phone call dump. So don't go anywhere. First, I want to do some yapping and just kind of explain my thoughts on all of this and why I'm uploading what I am. Now, some of these or a lot of these prison calls are very important into how this all started, and it shows Gypsy's real character. Some of these calls, I just want to live on my page forever. I want to address anyone that believes uploading these prison calls is misuse of FOIA documents. I'm not going to be uploading any phone smacks conversations in full, and it's not about humiliating these people for me. While at the same time, they should be embarrassed. But do we really think Gypsy is embarrassed? And then what about justice for Dee Dee, you may ask? I mean, at this point, the only real justice that we can get for Dee Dee Blanchard is clearing her name and proving that all the allegations that were put out by her daughter were untrue. Phone Calls from Prison has been uploading these kinds of calls for years. They're literally one of my favorite channels over on YT, and people didn't have a problem when there was Mackenzie Sharilla or Wade Wilson. So why is Gypsy any different? She's not special and she's not exempt from the Sunshine Law. I don't understand how anyone could have sympathy for Gypsy. Have you not heard the things out of her mouth like this?
I don't give a rat's ass about anybody else. I think it's made perfectly clear the fact that I'm on a fucking murder charge. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
Why would you even say that?
Get my own fucking mother murdered just so I can live for everybody else. Okay, I know what I want for my life, and I'm not going to stand by anybody else's rules or opinions because what they feel like is best.
That's a very wrong comparison.
I'm tired of all the gaslighting, and I want people to stop supporting Gypsy Rose Manson and stop trying to normalize murder. I've been doing a little bit more research into the Sunshine Law because I'm trying to figure out why they didn't release these calls when the first person requested them. And based on that research, the only reason they don't release jail or prison phone calls is when there's an active investigation or it can put the person at risk or in harm's way. They literally cannot refuse these calls in Missouri anyways, unless there is a court order to do so. These calls are not private, and the inmates do not have a right to privacy. When it comes to the sexual conversations, they do consider that to be lewd activity that can result in disciplinary. This case is completely closed, and there is no risk to the victim because the victim is no longer alive. And the only reason that everything is so unbearable and disgusting in this case is because of Gypsy. Let's get into what Gypsy's posting and her comment section. And Gypsy and Ryan both have their diehard supporters that will continue to put their blinders on and make excuses. 5 hours ago, Gypsy posts, maturity isn't measured by age, but by what you've been through and how you choose to grow from it. Projecting maturity is an interesting tool that narcissists utilize for several different reasons. Is Kel Rocky just willfully ignorant? Commenting at the bottom there, glad you're staying off TT. It's more toxic now than ever. And then replies were deleted. Do you understand why it's toxic, Kel Rocky? Some of these calls are literally from 3 years ago. That's your friend. She's the one filled with toxicity. It's oozing out into the atmosphere. While Gypsy and her fan base that consists of some real people and a whole lot of bots are more concerned with her lip filler than these atrocious things that her and pedophiles, anyone you can think of that she was talking to, had to say. It's so mind-boggling to me that everyone's just on here complimenting her still. Brian Golden quickly became close with Gypsy Rose and became her little do boy. Gypsy is the most herself when she's talking to Brian Golden. Now, those are some of the calls that I want to start listening to, hopefully today. Why is Gypsy always exempt from accountability? And it is up to us as the public to hold her accountable since nobody else will. And then I'm going to show you some clips from the news report that came out about him this year.
He is facing child pornography and gun charges after police in tactical gear raided his family's home.
NBC 10's Devin Bates was there as the man facing these disturbing allegations went in front of a judge, and it's not the first time.
You hear that? It was not the first time. Gypsy was well aware of this man's prior criminal history. I'm trying to figure out exactly how many PDFs was Gypsy surrounding herself with and quote unquote dating. Comment the names that you've heard and have been verified.
39-year-old Brian Golden had been living in the basement of this house belonging to his father. He appeared in court today in Fall River. Brian Golden of Swansea walking into a Fall River courtroom Thursday after police raided his father's Pamela Drive home. The investigation dates back to last fall when prosecutors say the Massachusetts State Police Cybercrime Unit found that Golden downloaded multiple pornographic videos of victims believed to be as young as 5 years old.
But a preliminary investigation into those devices showed file-to-file sharing that included several images that the Massachusetts State Police believed to be child porn.
According to court records, the files were found after police took phones and laptops in the basement belonging to Golden, and police also found multiple guns, including an AR-15.
Because of prior convictions, the STOP team from the state police were involved. They made a dynamic entry.
Golden had been arrested in 2014 on gun charges and charged with having explosives in the home. Golden's attorney argued he should be granted bail with conditions, but he was ordered held without bail. His next court appearance is set for next month.
Not to mention, Ken was well aware that Gypsy was speaking to other men of this caliber. So when people say, oh, Ken wears the pants in the relationship, that is a bold-faced lie. Gypsy has Ken so manipulated in these prison phone calls. Like, I kind of feel bad for him at certain points. But again, I'm trying to be a realistic person here. He's the one who chose to reach out to a convicted mommy unaliver. So I have conflicting feelings about it. Like, you can hear this man pleading to her because Gypsy will say the worst things. And then she'll come back and say, well, I was mad. I didn't mean it. And it left him very confused. Do these people just not know? Or are they bots commenting, looking great, Gypsy. Keep shining bright. You look fabulous, sweetheart. Can't wait to see it in a couple days. Oh my gosh, they did a great job. Your lips look wonderful. I am of the mindset that beauty comes from within, as corny as it sounds. And there are so many of us that struggle with our biological parents, foster parents, guardians, etc. And we didn't in turn murder them and become famous. So even if, which I don't believe there was abuse on Dee Dee's part, but even if that's the case, it doesn't matter. There is still a lot of people that believe Gypsy was subjected to abuse by her mother, Claudine Blanchard. But from a true crime perspective, we have no evidence of that. And for the people that still believe that, please comment why you believe that narrative. I really am trying to understand. And what we do have evidence of is Gypsy abusing Dee Dee, Gypsy being a known pathological liar and narcissist. Like, she is the most disgusting human being I have ever seen. And then to know that she has 11 million followers. What? And for those of you that do support her, what is it going to take to make that come to a halt? Which is why I continue to educate people on her behavior and try to explain why she does what she does, like this maturity post. Narcissists project an image of high maturity to mask deep emotional deficits because they do not care. They do not have the ability to care. They do it to assert power and control how others perceive them. Right on time, Gypsy. For her, it's about maintaining this certain appearance, this fake persona, this shield. It's a way of disarming you. I say that all the time. By Gypsy claiming maturity, she builds a protective shield against accountability, and she frames herself as superior to manipulate others into trusting or obeying her without question. By claiming maturity, it places her at the top of social and familial hierarchy for her and all narcissists alike. If they are mature, then any valid criticism against them is automatically labeled as petty or childish or an invasion of privacy or bullying or toxicity, etc. For unsuspecting people that are not well versed in narcissistic behavior, this post alone is a form of gaslighting where Gypsy can actually cause chaos, and she claims to be the only sane adult in the room. But I see you, Gypsy. I see you for who you really are, and I'm hoping my videos help other people to see through your BS as well. This supporter asked Gypsy, did you get the VI peel? And Gypsy responds, yes, 9 hours ago. This person says she dropped a couple grand on that. LOL. Does she have a job yet? And then, of course, somebody swoops in to say, why so nasty? Jealous? The jealous one. Y'all need to get some new lines for real. I think this is a pretty insightful comment here. It says, chasing things that don't matter. So sad you still can't find contentment. Find who Jesus created you to be first. Then you will know true peace. And then somebody responds with, oh, hush up with pushing religion. Each to their own. Leave Gypsy, yo. Do as she pleases. Aren't we where we are right now because Gypsy was doing everything that she wanted? Loving it. Did they just do your lips? You look fabulous, sweetheart. Beautiful. I can't wait to get my lip fillers. Oh my gosh, I have the hiccups now. They look so good, girl. This person asks, can you love yourself as is? This viewer comments, anything for content, ... Good Lord. I'm surprised that one has survived. And I'm all for spreading kindness and being positive, but trust me, not everybody deserves your kindness. And very few people deserve your vulnerability. And that's why I have genuine concern for this alleged upcoming podcast. Because no one, and I mean absolutely no one, should be sharing their abuse stories with Gypsy Rose Manson. Don't do it. This is just another way for Gypsy to grift, a way to exploit people and their genuine trauma. And so she can continue to portray this fake persona that so many people have helped her to build. I did not know I was going to rant for this long. Let's go through a few more comments and we'll wrap this up. Thank you for watching. This person comments, what was the pain scale 1 to 10? And Just Jip replies, Botox literally like nothing. My top lip was completely numb, so nothing, and bottom lip was semi-numb, so like a 4. I've heard it really hurts. She also says the Botox didn't hurt at all. The lip injection is what hurts a little. So Gypsy got the peel, Botox, and lip filler. And then further down, she says, I don't know the exact name of the filler itself, but I do know that it was hyaluronic acid. I tell you what, I wouldn't let anybody inject anything into my face, body, anywhere without knowing the exact name of what they're putting in my body. And then there was another reply Gypsy left saying that she had to get more filler on top because of her overbite. I may have missed it in previous screenshots. All right, everyone, I've got to run for now. I'll make another video soon.
Run up